Namaste, Namaha. We spoke about sustainability yesterday, so I'm going to continue on this topic. We had the foundation of our hands in yoga practice, in the asana practice. This morning we're going to look at the foundation of our feet. The feet that are grounding us to the root of the earth. The rooting down, grounding is so important at the moment because we tend to be in our heads, anxiety, worries, thoughts, and how can we just really feel the ground, the earth. And the feet standing on the earth and having the right foundation, everything that happens in your foot will happen in your knee, in your hips, in your spine, in your shoulders, in your neck. Everything is interconnected. So I'm going to give you now the foundation, and then we're going to do a little bit of a Surya Namaskar, version of a Sun Salutation, so we can get you moving, but steady, slow, not too fast, and with your breath. So when I say inhale and you exhale, just don't stress about it. Continue breathing, please. Go with the flow. If you need an extra breath, please go ahead. Okay. Again, if you want music, go ahead. I'm going to play you a feel-good song and to just shift our mood. So taking our feet as wide as our hips or sit bones. So I mean not as wide as the outer hip side, so the outer trochanter, but just as your sit bones. The sit bones are the bones when you actually bend forward, you can find in your flesh, in your butt, those sit bones, drawing them towards the heels. Now you see I'm actually lifting my upper thigh muscles, the quadriceps up. I could stay here or I lift up. You can see when I lift my toes up, I will automatically lift my inner arch up, which goes into my knee, into my hip, up to my spine and here. If my foot is here, you can see what happens with the whole alignment of the leg. If I'm here, you see what happens with the whole alignment of my leg. Staying hip distance apart, lift your toes, relax your shoulders. Now use your core muscles, drawing them in, which means the deepest layer, rectus abdominis, your obliques, and bringing them in. So when you inhale, you lengthen. Exhale, you draw in. Soften your shoulders, hinge off your jaw, chin stays parallel to the floor. Relax here. Lift your toes up. Look at your toes. See if you can release your big toe onto the floor. Only the big toe. Relaxing your fingers. Lifting back up. See if you can take your pinky toe, open it up and release. And release. Now we try to use the big toe and the pinky. See what you can feel. If it doesn't work, don't get stressed out about it. Just relax. Observe what you can feel and you release. Now taking this as a foundation, we're going to come to the top of our mats. We're going to find our grounding. Every time when you inhale, you lengthen. When you exhale, reach down to the center of the earth. Inhale, lifting your arms up. Exhale, folding forward. You can keep your knees bent. Your hamstrings, if they're tight, you keep your knees bent. Inhale, straighten your spine forward. Exhale, step back into plank. Finding your plank, you can stay here for 3 to 5 breaths. Check if your wrists are underneath your shoulders, your elbows, shoulders. You're engaging your feet, keeping your feet hip distance apart. Now release your knees. You're going to strengthen a bit here. Exhale, bend your elbows 1 centimeter. Inhale, 2. Exhale, 2 centimeters. And inhale, straighten. Now the elbows stay close to your body, so you use your triceps. Exhaling, release all the way down. Inhale, lift only your chest up, your hands. Tops of my feet stay ground. Exhale. And exhale. Come here into plank. Bend your knees, come into down dog. Walk your dog out. Exhale a couple of times through your mouth. We're gonna come to down dog in the next days. It's one of these postures where we never know. Where are the hands? Where's my head, my neck? Now just relax your head and your neck. Try to draw here your triceps towards the floor. Open up your finger knuckles. Bend your knees if you need to. And you can slowly walk forward. Keep your knees bent. If your hamstrings are tight, take your hands directly onto your knees. Come into the middle, inhale, straighten. Exhale, release. And inhale, come back up. Exhale, release. One more time. Inhale, lift your arms up. Keep now here your shoulders. Keep your arms as wide as your shoulders, so you don't need to stay here. Try to create space. Breathe. Inhaling. Exhale, folding forward. Inhale, straighten forward, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, stepping back into plank. Now you can always do variations here. You can go into your side plank. Just check it out. Or you can come here onto your forearm plants and release. Staying here. Take a couple of breaths, inhaling through the nose. Exhale, release. Release, hands next to your chest. Elbows close to you. Inhale, lengthen your spine forward and up. Lift your hands. So use only the spine. Please look just forward. Exhale, release. On your next exhalation, take your core, plank, bend your knees into down dog. I look between my feet. I lift my hips up. Now I'm very flexible. I could be here, but this is not the point. You create space in your spine and you don't actually create how would you say, you actually don't crunch it. And slowly walk forward. Exhale. Inhale, straighten your spine forward. Exhale, release. Inhale, coming back up. Exhale, ground your feet. Now a different version. You're going to inhale, bend your knees, sit back. Utkatasana. Now inhale, lifting up. Exhale, bend your knees. So imagine it's a chair and you try to reach back with your sit bones. Exhale, release. Inhale, straighten your spine forward. Exhale, step back into plank. From here, shift forward. Exhale, release all the way down. You can always take your knees onto the floor. Inhale, straighten your spine. Exhale, downward facing dog. You can stay here for 5 breaths. From here, releasing down into child's pose. So this is a version of Sun Salutation, and it will warm you up. So if you do about 3 to 5, 10 rounds, this is definitely already your exercise. Now, bearing in mind that your hands are as wide as your shoulders, your feet are as wide as your hips, and use your strength in your legs if you're in plank. If you just slouch and you don't engage those muscles, it will be harder. Hands opening up your finger knuckles. Index is parallel to the side edge of the mat. What happens here, happens here. What happens in your foot, happens here and here. So posture, for instance, is really important. So what happens here in your lumbar spine happens here. These curvatures are actually mirroring each other. So be just conscious and aware of it. If you move through it, there are different variations, and I will explain more on YouTube. So let's think about sustainability, our breath, our body, our mind. The mind first, if you have a thought, you can manifest anything in life. If it's abundance, prosperity, love, this is so powerful. And if you look at all the latest research on biolife, epigenetics, quantum physics, quantum mechanics, go around and check it out. The thought has a specific vibration. So what happens here? That's where the manifestation takes place. Okay, I wish you a beautiful Wednesday.